Welcome, Capricorns. I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for being back. All right, Capricorns. Saturn is here that is moving away a Leo and a Sagittarian out of your world. This is a major week for you, Capricorns, because a whole lot of stuff is happening around you, Capricorns. A lot of you, Capricorn women and your men or a partner at Tower Moment. For a Aries or a Cancer man, they now recognize what a Aries and a Cancer man have done. Wow. So they're now looking at the Aries man and his wife, and it's now regrets for Aries man and his wife. They recognize that this Aries man and his wife was not being honest. So whoever this Aries man and his wife is, wasn't being honest, and they're now finding out. So emotional situation concerning a Taurus, a Aries, and a Leo, because they're gaining a lot of knowledge. Whoever this man is, a Taurus man and an Aries man and a Cancer man, is now in a lot of problem. A cycle, they're trying to resolve a situation for a lot of you. A lot of emotional situation with you and your friends is going to come to an end. A cycle is going to be over because they recognize what a Taurus woman have done. They're now gaining a whole lot of information about a Taurus and a Gemini, and they're now gaining a lot of knowledge. They're now recognizing a Virgo that has traveled to a country that they travel on someone else's information. Conflicts for a Aries person. Justice came down on a Leo. They recognize what a Leo have done. And I see they now gain a whole lot of knowledge what was going on and is resolving a situation. You Capricorns are going to be revealing a lot of secrets and showing up that people weren't speaking the truth. Regrets for a Virgo and a Cancer. They now recognize that a Virgo and a Cancer lied. They're trying to resolve a situation because they recognize that there was a whole lot of dishonesty concerning a Sagittarian and a Leo person from another place. They now recognize that a Libran took and accessed documentation and information that wasn't theirs. An Aquarian could be going to jail because they recognize what an Aquarian has done. Truth is coming out. A whole lot of problems concerning legal documentation. They now recognize what a Libran have done. Regrets for a Scorpion person from another country. A Tower moment is coming down for the Scorpion person. They're now gaining a lot of knowledge about how much money an Aries man, a Cancer man had took. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, go back and listen to the Virgo readings, and this is going to the Virgo readings. I have given out a whole lot of information in the Virgo readings, and this is what is transpiring. This is the first week of Virgo. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what has transpired here, they're recognizing that a Taurus woman and some sort of a contract or legal documents a Taurus woman is not there. So Capricorn, this is what has transpired. When we look at your friends, especially Capricorns that connected with an Aries and a Taurus, you're going to be recognizing that your Aries and Taurus friends were not speaking the truth. A lot of you young Taurus, this is what I was saying, that a lot of you young Taurus are going to be coming in problem, and it is a sad situation for you young Taurus. And I see an older Capricorn, you young Capricorn, an older Capricorn person is now trying to help you to get out of a situation, because in all fairness, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what this is how I think, and this is how I look at life. You young Capricorns did not ask for all of this to happen to you, and it is a situation that this Aries and this Taurus lied. Okay, this Aries and this Taurus lied, and you see, it is sad for especially you young Capricorn, professional person, and my heart goes out to you because I'm a woman, you're a woman, and these people had lied to you. And the situation is that someone else, an older Capricorn woman, tried to release you out of the situation because they now recognize that you are going to be caught up in the situation, because these people use you against your own kind. And this is what you have to understand. And for you, professional people, um, this is wrong what has transpired with you. And they're now going to be recognizing that a Gemini and an Aries have the same documentation, and they're going to be recognizing. And I see, and I'm going to be advising you Capricorns, young high professional Capricorn person. You have worked so hard to become and have the professional that you have. And I think, it is so wrong what they have done that it sickens my soul. And as knowing you from another point of view, I'm saying to you, speak the truth. Speak the truth. Alert authority. Speak the truth. Okay. And there is going to be someone, the same person that you work against is going to come back and help you to resolve the situation, because this lady just think that it was unfair to you what has happened and transpired. So I'm going to go in more details. So let's first look. So they're recognizing how a young Cancer, they recognize that a Virgo is connected to a young Cancer, and how a Virgo gave a young Cancer the documentation and information. This Virgo accessed someone else's computer and gave a young Cancer documentation. Now, they throw you under the bus, Capricorns. And you young Capricorns between the ages of 25 and 50, you will get out of this problem by speaking the truth. These people are not your friends. These people are money hungry, and they are very dishonest, okay? You cannot throw away your career that you have built up and worked so hard for. So justice is now coming down, because they're now going to be recognizing what a Sagittarian and a Cancer have done. And this is what has transpired. And I think the IRS have to work with another European country to resolve a situation, because this situation, they're not only taking money from the IRS, but they're also taking money from another European country. And you see, the situation is because of greed, hate and greed. And it's all because it started with an Aries person. This Aries person is a very dishonored man. This Aries man and his wife, who is a Cancer, broke in the house of the old Capricorn person and took data and information because they were financial on the ground. Now, this Aries man and his wife is from a European country, and what they did was to use a lot of people in America to gain documentation and information so that they would get a new start. Now, what they have done is use you Capricorn people, because you're a high professional person and can access legal documents, ask you to access legal documents that was not theirs, and they lied, okay? So now the truth is going to be coming out, because a lot of people in authority is now going to be gaining understanding what has happened and transpired, okay? And this is a situation where the IRS really needs to work with this European country in order to get all of these illegal people to pay back the money that they took under the name of this older Capricorn person. And, the problem is that you young Capricorns will overcome this situation, because an older person is going to be helping you out. And this is the situation, is that, you need to understand, Capricorns, that this situation is a legal situation that could end up that you young Capricorns end up in jail. And it is so dishonest what these people have done, and how these people manipulated a situation, lied to you. And the old Capricorn person was saying to you, Capricorns, this is what had transpired, this is what had happened. However, they have manipulate you and create some sort of an illusion. Now you are now seeing the truth of the situation, and it's now going to be recognizing that they used you in order to access documentation or information, let you use someone else's data and information to acquire a whole lot of money. And now they're now going to be recognizing what has transpired. So this energy of Saturn is where A lot of you Capricorns is going to be successfully overcoming a Leo. They're not going to be recognizing how this Leo gain some sort of a new start. A Leo and a Cancer from another country. They're going to be recognizing that this Cancer from another country is a criminal. And this Cancer was using an old Capricorn woman details and information that she got off the computer of a Virgo or a Gemini. Now, the cycle is now going to be over because justice came down on a Leo. And you Capricorns are going to be successfully overcoming this Leo. You Capricorns is now going to be giving up information and is going to be letting people know what exactly had transpired. They now recognize that a Sagittarian person was on a computer and took a lot of data and information. They're now recognizing that the Sagittarian woman has accessed data and information and gave it to a Taurus woman. Okay, and they're now gaining the information. So the secrecy of a Sagittarian woman is now coming out, and they're now showing the connection of a Sagittarian woman and a Taurus, and that a Sagittarian woman gave a Taurus data and information of a family, and that's how the Gemini got into some sort of a problem. They're now recognizing that an Aries man from another country is a criminal. He and his Cancer wife had used you Capricorn to access legal documents of a Capricorn person in another country and give it to them so that they could get a new start. Now you Capricorns who have accessed this document is now recognizing that these people were lying. Okay, and the energy of the Gemini, because they're now recognizing that a Sagittarian, a Gemini, and a lot of people have the same documentation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is a situation where a woman died and they have some sort of a hate towards a Capricorn person because this Capricorn person, they recognize the foul play that was going on. This lady name was changed and was given to a lot of people. A lot of people were carrying the name, the data, the information, the date of birth of an old Capricorn woman. There is an Aries that is mentally disturbed. This was an old co-worker of this Capricorn person. And this Aries had lied and created a whole lot of problem because this person walked away from a dishonest play that this person have done. And what they have done is to use you Capricorns in America to access documentation and information of an old Capricorn woman in another European that lives in a European country and gave it to this Aries man and his criminal Cancer wife. Now, the Cancer wife was using the data and information of the Capricorn mother. They now recognize that they not alone use you Capricorn, but they use a Libran, because now they're looking at a Libran computer and is now recognizing and gaining a whole lot of documentation what a Libran have. And this Libran is connected to a Pisces. Okay, so they're now recognizing a whole lot of dishonest play that had transpired where you Capricorns got involved with a group of Europeans who you were not aware of who these people were, and now they've gotten you in a whole lot of problems. So here, truth is now coming out because a Capricorn person is helping you because this Capricorn person know what was going on. But this Capricorn person was doing an investigation because this Capricorn person recognized that her family information and her parents' information was being used while she is living in Europe. And it happens in 2012 because that's when her house was broken in. And she found the USB stick of this Aries man in her computer. And she gave it to the people in authority so that it could be resolved. It was never resolved. In 2016, the lady left and went and came to America to resolve the situation and investigate how her information could have been leaked. They're now going to be recognized that there were people within a government institution, which is it is coming up as a embassy. It is coming up also as a consulate that had accessed this lady information while she was in America. And what these people do was to give a Leo copy and information of this lady and her partner data and information. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a criminal offense. Now, this lady has investigated the whole situation, and through the investigation, that's how she met you. Because they sent you to connect with this lady via her company, and the lady was aware. And the lady recognized that you were being fooled and used. And the lady explained what had happened to her so that you have two sides of the story. But yet still you choose to play the game with these people because you guys think that you don't know who these people were, because this Aries man is a very dishonest man. Nobody wants to do business with him. Nobody wants to. And now this Aries man got a young Cancer to come in from another country using the old Capricorn woman information. This is the young Cancer. And this young Cancer was driven by a Virgo man who had get the documentation and information for this young Cancer. So now they're looking at a Libran computer and is now recognizing, because what they have done, they not only use you Capricorns, and this is what I was trying to explain to you Capricorns, you were being used. You Capricorns was being used, a Libran was being used, because they used the Libran to access the Scorpion, the child of this Capricorn person that is living in Europe. And they use the Scorpion child that is living in America and use this Libran to access the data and information of its mother and him. Now, what is happening is that this is a serious situation, because a lot of dishonest play within people in institution, organization, because these people were basically selling human smuggling operation. They were running a human smuggling operation, and they're now recognizing that a Scorpion company that this lady end up, because somehow the universe had created to put the lady in a lot of places so that the lady could have had this information. And they're now going to be recognizing that a Scorpion company, people were coming in, illegal people, and a Virgo was the ones who were helping them to get documentation and papers together. And what they have done, because they're going to be going back and is going to be looking at who, and they're going to be recognizing that you young Capricorn had access this older lady information, because they're going to be finding the data and information and recognize that you have sent it to an Aries man and his Cancer wife in another country. Now they're now recognizing that this Aries man and this Cancer woman, his wife, was lying, because they're now going to be recognizing that the same documentation and information, and this is it, ladies and gentlemen, these people had gone and recognized a all in the vet, okay? And this is why I say to a lot of people, keep your birth name, okay? No people is born, and even if people is born, is different place, different state, and different city, okay? And they're now going to be recognizing that not only a Sagittarius, a Leo, but a Gemini have the same documentation, and they're going to be recognizing that these people are not family of this family that they're carrying the documentation for. And this is what I'm saying to you, young Capricorn, the only way to get out of this situation is to speak the truth, because you all, they're going to be finding out. And this is what people think. When you delete a mail or you delete something of your computer, they can still find your information. It's called digital age, okay? And they're now going to be recognizing that they use you Capricorns. And, it is, my heart goes out, because you should not have been involved with this situation. And these people are criminals. And I don't know why you have gone the route where you have gone, but they're going to be finding out that details, information, and documentation that this person information was copied, and this Aries deliberately does it because this Aries wanted to create chaos for this older Capricorn person, because this person just didn't want to work with them or have anything to do with them, because the woman recognized that they were not vibrating in a positive light. So now people are now going to be recognizing that everyone, all of these people, a young Cancer who is married to a Gemini, they're going to be recognizing that this young Cancer came in or went to Europe on the information of a Capricorn person and has been taking taxes in Europe under this person's name. This is how you Capricorns got involved, because you did not know that the money that they send you, whether or not you were aware, and you still took the money and didn't say, listen, you guys have to pay me. They use the old Capricorn person information, her house, her mortgage information, her partner's information. They copied it and gave it to different people. Okay, so regrets for a Virgo woman now, or a Virgo man, regrets for a Cancer, because they're going to be now recognizing how this Cancer and this Virgo had gotten a new start in the past, and they're going to be shutting it down, because they're now going to be recognizing that they have been all using the same information and data of a Capricorn person, dead parents, and the information of a Capricorn person. Ladies and gentlemen, what they did was to drop the middle name of the older Capricorn person and was copying the rest of the details. And that is now, they're going to be looking back on these people, the data and information, and they need to come, they're going to be called because they have no evidence. They have no original documents, and they have no evidence. And this is a situation, Capricorns, because I don't know how you Capricorns got involved with this Taurus woman. Who is this Taurus woman to you and whatever? Because you were not very honest, you young Capricorns, okay? And somehow this Taurus woman is connected to you, young Capricorns. And whoever this this Taurus woman is, you and this Taurus woman have co-created a situation. And now this Taurus woman is now in a whole lot of problems, as well as you Capricorns. And you Capricorns, what they're going to be looking at is your profession. Okay, because you're a lawyer, if you're a lawyer. And they're going to be recognizing that you have gone too far, because you have what you have done was to, because even when the original person is saying to you, you copy and you get information. You even ask the Capricorn woman for the lease contract when she was in Florida. So you see, Capricorns, you gotta recognize that it is a situation where a game has now become a really serious situation, because you Capricorns, you thought that whatever these people have told you was based on lies. And this Capricorn woman, she showed you pictures of when she used to leave messages in her bag saying, do not go in my bag, okay? And, it is a situation where this person now feel a sort of a remorse for what you have gone through, because it is a country that doesn't speak in English language. And this lady speak the language, understand the language, and was trying to help you. And I think that it is unfair for you for what you're going through. But you made the decision. You got the chance. You got one side of the story, you got the other side of the story, and you're smart enough to put the story together. And this is a situation where a lot of people are now going to be recognizing Jesus. They just had an 8 towards this person. And a lot of people are going to be saying, yeah, but why did they eat this person? Because this person is basically a very quiet person. This person doesn't create a chaos for other people. So now a whole lot of information is going to be coming out. And I see they're now going to be breaking down, because this was a human smuggling operation that was going on. And a Scorpion couple in another country has a lot to do with it. And they're now going to be recognizing that you Capricorns are going to be recognizing not only you was used, but a Libran. Two Librans was used to access data and information to give to this Aries man and his crooked wife. And what the wife, this Aries man did, this Aries man was aware. This Aries man is an associate, not even this Capricorn person know this Aries man from a company, and this Aries man wanted to connect with this person. This person said, no, I don't want to do any business, because this person, they were doing their own stuff, and they know that this man was not to be trusted. No one wanted to do business with this man where he lived, and a lot of people recognize that this man has been copying, using people address, having letterbox where he was getting people email. So this lady was aware of who this man is, and it's not that his wife didn't know. His wife was aware that he was in serious financial problems, and they had no way to go up or down. And they asked this lady to do something, and the lady recognized that, no, I'm not getting my hand dirty and burnt for these people, because these people are not very honest. Now, the child of the Aries and the Cancer alerted this old Capricorn woman and said, stay away from my parents, because when they don't get what they want, they create chaos for people. So this woman was alert by family members that these people is not to be trusted, and she needed to protect herself and stay away from these people. So now, for you young Capricorns are now caught up in this situation, and they're now going to be finding that you had data. They're going to be also, people in authority is now going to be recognizing that you young Capricorns had access email information, and had email information and data. Because the thing about it is that this young Capricorn, this older Capricorn knew that they had sent you, use you to profile this older Capricorn when she was in the States, and she was aware of what was going on. But she took kindly to you because she saw something good in you. And this is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Even when you know that people are doing you wrong, you always seems to find a good in that person. And this is where this older Capricorn woman is coming back and saying to authority, you know, this lady should not have gotten in what she has gotten in. And it is so unfair because she doesn't have a voice to explain how she got involved with these people. And the craziest thing, and you know, I change everything on my phone. I don't give people full name on my phone. So anyone who tried to break in my phone, I just put people initial. And because of the identity theft that I was investigating, I recognize when someone breaking in your phone, all of your friends and your family information is actually accessed. So you place another